we've spent the last 50 years building suburbia, and there have been a lot of unintended consequences. And I actually honestly think that the next 50 years, the big design and redesign project is going to be retrofitting the suburbs. And it's largely because of those unintended consequences. It turns out we thought suburbia was the healthy choice. Well, it turns out it's not as healthy as we thought, now that we're more concerned about chronic diseases than infectious diseases. We thought it was the green, leafy, natural place, and it is, but it's actually higher carbon footprints, all sorts of other environmental consequences that come with suburbia as well. And I think we're seeing tremendous demographic changes. Majority of households are no longer have kids in them, so that the whole model of suburbia is really changing. And there are tremendous opportunities as a lot of those suburban properties, especially the public spaces. I mean, we tend to build great private spaces in suburbia, but really our public spaces have tended to not age very well. The strip malls, the commercial strip corridors, and there's tremendous opportunities now to actually redevelop, regreen, re-inhabit a lot of those suburban properties, especially along the corridors, in ways that actually allow them to become much more sustainable places that respond to the new demographics and the new market. And I think we've got to connect affordable housing with affordable transportation, and we've got real opportunities with a lot of these aging properties that are due for a boost. Suburbia, to a large degree, has been based on our country's kind of default affordable housing model has been drive till you qualify. The cheaper land out at the edge, presumably giving you more house for your buck. And that's where most of the new starter homes are built. But as we've been growing so fast now, that once you get about 10, 12 miles out, depending on gas prices, depending on the size of the metro, but the savings associated with that cheaper house are more than eaten up by the rising transportation costs. And we all know those transportation costs are not going down anytime soon. So I recommend that we really start looking at where are all of those underperforming properties, those aging strip malls, out-of-date office parks, even in many cases the aging of garden apartment buildings, most of which were not designed to really endure. We take those aging properties, and some of them should be re-inhabited with more community-serving uses. There's lots of examples of dead big box stores turned into schools, turned into various kinds of schools, gyms, churches, libraries. There's also opportunities to redevelop those properties into more urban, compact, connected, walkable, transit-served places. And then there's also opportunities in many cases to re-green some of those properties, reconstruct the wetlands, build community gardens, put in parks that actually, because in many cases, frankly, we really shouldn't have built there in the first place. And there's opportunities for ecological repair and opportunities to create great public spaces that a lot of our suburbs haven't had.